Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to part 9 of our Porto Career Mode. And in this episode, guys, we are back in the Champions League. This time we are going to be playing PSG. Very big opponent, not gonna lie. Right now we are in second PSG with I think 4 points, and Basel is in third with 1, and Olympiacos is unfortunately in last with 0 points. So we go off into the game like that. We are playing in the Parc des Princes, which I'm guessing is PSG's official stadium. It kind of sucks that they get their official stadium, but we don't. No big deal, no big deal. But honestly, guys, I was, because this is afterwards, a little scared about who I am playing, which is PSG, because of one big guy. His name is Ibrahimovic. I have no idea what that guy has in store for me. But other than that, moving on to the lineup, we had Casillas, Bruno Morenzindi, Maicon, Leon, Maxi Pereira in the back. In the midfield, we had Ruben Neves, Danilo Pereira, Andre in the attacking mid, Abubakar at striker, and on the wings we had Brahimi and Corona. A pretty standard and strong lineup going into the game. The game started off pretty shaky. Honestly, I was playing a little bit better, I could say. I was getting a couple of shots on, nothing too good though, because PSG's defense were pretty rock solid, stuffing me, and it was really frustrating, to be honest, to even get an attack at all in this game. I had some well-placed free kicks that I usually decide to pass off free kicks, because I feel like they're a little bit more accurate if you give them off to somebody. But that couldn't land well, and I mean, there was also PSG's attack on me, but Casillas was doing pretty well, and some of the shots weren't even on target, so that was in my benefit. Danilo shot a pretty damn good shot, finessed it, but PSG were able to save it. PSG's new goalkeeper, Trapp, is pretty good as well. He used to play for, I think, Frankfurt, and I remember when he played against Porto, he did pretty good. So that was also a problem. But before the half ended, I almost got scored on. Casillas made a great save, and PSG were not able to rebound it. So we went into this second half tied 0-0. And right off the bat in the second half, Lavezzi takes this great run and then scores it, puts it into the back of the net. And when you look at this goal, guys, do you think Casillas could have saved it? Because I honestly think he could have. I don't like to blame the goalkeeper a lot, and he is Casillas and all, but you gotta save it when you can save it, and that was just a crappy shot. So we were going in, unfortunately, 1-0 down. I fired back with a roaring shot from Ruben Neves, but unfortunately he gets saved by the great Trapp. And before I know it, PSG are back on the attack, and they make sure they take advantage of Casillas being off of his line and score a header with Ibrahimovic. And oh my gosh, was I frustrated at this point. I mean, I was trying my hardest, and here I was unfairly down 2-0 in the 66th minute. I mean, what could I do at this point? So I decided to make some subs, putting in Teo, Walter, and Mbula, taking out Abubakar, Ruben Neves, and Corona. I just wanted to see how they could do, because Abubakar, even though he's a great striker and all, these last couple of games has not been doing much for me. I mean, Porto's just been in this drought lately, and he's not helping whatsoever. So I was thinking maybe Walter can do something. And right off the bat, there was a little bit more playing going on, better playing through the players, especially with Teo in the wing. But nothing that was good enough to score. And so it ended 2-0, guys. Our first loss, I think, ever, if I'm not mistaken, our first loss ever. And it's 2-0 to PSG. They are a tough opponent after all. And, it kind of sucks. But I think we are in a good place. We still have a decent amount of points in the group stage. So don't you guys worry, because I'm going to make sure we get out of the group stage and proceed on to do well in this tournament. But shifting over to Portuguese League, we were playing Arouca, who is in 10th place. They're a little bit more mid-table team, so this is going to be a little bit easier, more my benefit. We were going with more of a second-hand squad with Sa in the goalkeeper position, Bruno Martins, Indy, Ridewell and Tete, Sissoko in the back, Oliveira, Mbula and Bueno in the midfield, and Teo and Brahimi on the wings with Aboubakar at striker. And unfortunately, in the 19th minute when I awarded Arouca a corner, guess what they did? They scored it, and my bad luck just kept going. Oh my goodness, I was upset. I mean, you give Sa a chance and he lets one in. That's what happens when you don't start to see us every game, I guess. Soon afterwards, I'm granted this great free kick, which I decide, stupidly I guess, to pass into the middle, thinking that Aboubakar could score it, but then a dumb decision made. I shoot it right at the goalkeeper, which makes my chances to win this game even less likely. And so we headed off into the second half, down 1-0 to Arouca. Oh my gosh, they aren't PSG, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I decided to make some subs, specifically Andre and Corona coming in for Teo and Bueno. In the second half, I had a great run with Tete that landed a shot, but unfortunately it gets knocked off by one of Arouca's defenders, and nothing becomes of it. Arouca had some pretty close calls almost scoring against me, but every time they got a great attack, they finished it off with a pretty crappy shot that Sa could obviously save. I also got myself a great shot on target, but I wanted a goal, and I couldn't get it from Oliveira. He hits the post and it goes out. Bad luck. But in the 72nd minute, after trying so hard to just score one goal, I finally, after a really good play, score it with Aboubakar back on his game. The goal isn't a good goal by any means necessary, but a goal is a goal after all, and we were back in the game. I was not letting myself lose to Arouca. Definitely not doing that. But it wasn't over yet, guys. We had to score. And guess what? In the 88th minute, we do that. Aboubakar scores it right before the 90th minute comes calling. He scores that brace, and we are up 2-1 with not a minute to spare. Just a great and triumphant win. An important win in the league, by the way, because if we didn't get this win, who knows if we were even contenders to be in first place. After the game, I decided to do a little squad report just to see how everyone on the team was doing. It's been a little bit. We're, I don't know how far into the season, but might as well look at how everybody's doing. Sa has 4 games, 1 clean sheet, and his form is pretty good. He's content with where he's at, so I'm going to play him a little bit more. Tete is unhappy, probably because, you know, we haven't been playing him that much, but I'll make sure to do more on that. Ridewell is content and okay. He scored on his debut, so I would say he's probably good morale and good form. Bruno Martins, as always, is doing pretty well. 14 games in, 3 goals. Very good for a center back. 6 clean sheets to his name, and only 1 yellow card. Really good from him. Sissoko, I've played him a decent amount of times. 9 games in, he's got 1 assist, 4 clean sheets to his name, and not that bad of form. So, you know, Mbula, 15 games in, a lot of games played, has 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 clean sheets. Overall, very good playing. Sergio Oliveira, I want to play him a little bit more. He's played 6 games, which is a decent amount, 1 clean sheet, but I think he can do more. He's honestly a really good player. Bueno, on the other hand, has awful form because he's usually a late sub or an early to be subbed out kind of player. He doesn't play well at all. I really don't know what to do with him. I was debating on selling him, but I didn't. But now I might. Teo, on the other hand, is doing pretty well. Content in okay form. 13 games in, 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 clean sheets. Abubakar is probably the best player out of everyone with an excellent form. His morale is happy. He's got 8 goals to his name. Doing pretty good. Brahimi, he's okay in his form. 16 games in, 2 assists. Ruben Neves, content and okay. Rafa, 5 games in. Hasn't played much since the pre-game season, so I might have to play him a little bit more. Danilo Pereira has played decently amount of times, has 5 clean sheets to his name with 11 games. Andre, doing very well, 15 games in, 3 goals, 4 assists, and 5 clean sheets. That's pretty damn good if you think about it. Corona, also doing very good, one of the top goal scorers for the team right now. 12 games in, 5 goals, 2 assists, and 3 clean sheets. Walter, our newest recruit, not doing the best, not doing too bad at all either. 6 games in, 2 goals, 1 assist, 2 clean sheets on him. His form's okay, he's content, so I want to play him a little bit more starting next game. Leon has 7 games in, pretty good. 1 assist, 2 clean sheets. Casillas, 10 games in, 5 clean sheets. That's not bad. That's a 7.30. He's got great form, excellent form. And then Silva, I have not played since the Las Americas Invitational. Might have to soon, maybe in a cup match if we get one of those coming up. Godinho, I have not played him at all because, we got 3 other goalkeepers and he's still 69 rated, so I don't know. Dix, on the other hand, I like Dix, even though he's pretty unhappy. He doesn't have to be a dick about it. I'll play you a little bit more. Calm down, man. 2 games in, only 1 clean sheet, and 6.70. It's okay. It's okay. Victor Garcia, Podwaski, these guys, Lozhnowski, these guys are younger. I don't really know where to play them because a lot of people are in their positions. Mike, on the other hand, doing very well. 14 games in, 1 goal, and 5 clean sheets. Jose Angel, very unhappy because he's only got 1 game. I didn't know where to play him. I don't really want to play him, to be honest. I got Leon and I got Sissoko there, so yeah. Maxi Pereira has played 7 games. That's a little bit less than you would think for Maxi, but I have 2 other guys, so it's hard to balance it all out. He's got 1 assist and 3 clean sheets. Osvaldo's unhappy as he should be. He's only got 2 games played, not really good. Helton, even though he's got great, form, he's unhappy because he wants to play more, but he doesn't understand that he's 37 years old and I can't just play him whenever, He's the only goalkeeper on the team that's got a goal to his name, and he's only playing the Champions League, so I might have to play him more. Everybody else here on this list, though, guys, is out on loan. I'll probably go back to them in another episode to see who I want to keep and who I want to sell. But looking at table-wise, we are in 2nd in the Champions Cup. PSG are in 1st. We have 4 points. They have 9. That's a pretty big lead, but thankfully Basel only has 2 points and Olympiacos only have 1. So we are in a pretty good spot. Even though we lost 2-0, we're in a pretty good spot. In the league, though, guys, we are not in that great of a spot because of Paços winning 2-0 against Braga, making them first again. On goals and assists, we are a little bit low on the table for goals. Corona has 5, but assists, we are up there. Clean sheets, Casillas is only led by Marafona. If you remember, Marafona played really good against me when we tied Paços 0-0. We aren't really seeing too much on the yellow cards because nobody really has more than 1 yellow card in the league, and of course because of that nobody else has a yellow or nobody else has a red card in the league as well for our team. But guys, that is where I'm going to finish off this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, though. We are playing Benfica. That is a big big game. So that's about it. It's been Brian. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and peace.